Please pull it out and put it all back in. That's better. Hey, hey.
We'd like to say that, in our opinion, it is not suitable for children or for those of you who may have a nervous disposition.
Good morning, good morning.
It's great to stay up late.
Good morning to you.
That's not racist, that's just having a poke at Alf Garnett. No! Hello boys and girls, welcome to episode 3 series 2. Now please subscribe. I don't normally do the please subscribe, but YouTube's fucking me around at the moment. I won't go into details. The more I say, the algorithm will be listening. Hey, you know what it's like. Anyway, just subscribe, share, do whatever, or don't bother. I don't care. You know I don't care. I'm just ranting on the low carb beer. Now what are we doing this week? We're actually gonna, what are we doing, Liz? Oh yeah, so what we're doing this week, we're going to have a look at the post-elections. I did have a look on, was it LBC Live on YouTube. We're quite impartial, there was a couple there that were pretty well knobheads. But we're going to have a look at the post-election results. I'm going to try and be impartial. Then we're going to go into food for thought. Thank you, Leslie. And then we're going to have a look at a news section. I was talking to Moosey Mouse this morning on Skypey things, you know, these things. And I came up with an idea. No, he did. I came up with the idea. False or misleading advertising. So we're going to have a look at that. And then, of course, film review or TV review. This week, I'm going to have a look at Doctor Who again. Cue titles, Leslie. Still don't like them graphics, Leslie. We need to do something. We need to beef it up a bit. Now, Labour. We know Labour won, you know, with this, was he a working class man? Barrister? Someone said to me in the gym the other day, yeah, but he came from a working class background. Never in a million years did that man ever come from a working class background. So then you had Labour 34%, Conservatives 24%. That's a massive, massive drop. Reform Party, who had 1% last time, were they Reform, UKIP? They're the this, that, and the other. Oh, they're just Nigel Farage. We'll get to him in a minute. 14% though. That's brilliant. And the next town to me actually got in the Reform Party. My girl June, she just missed out realistically. She got 10,000 votes. But my town actually only, what's that, 52% of my town, my hometown where I was born, literally was born in the town, you know, the whole meme. Yep, I was born in that town. Only 52% actually turned out. What the fuck, Les? The town is on the bones of its arse and only 52% bothered turning out. Another story, another day. Lib Dems, 12%. Now, Lib Dems went in with the Conservatives, if you remember, with, was it Cameron? Totally fucked themselves up, so that's why they're now the fourth party. Then you got the rest of them, the Greens, 7%. The Greens in New Zealand, my God! They fucking hold this country back. And then others, 9%. Let's just think about 34%. So now you've got a government in the UK, was it about 75, 80,000, you know, 8 million people. I've had a drink, I've done my research, it's been winding me up. So we've got 75 million people, right? Think about it. And only 34% agree with that particular party. But now you've got 34% of the country governing the majority of the people in the country, and a majority that didn't actually vote for them. That brings on another point, democracy. Is that actual democracy, where 34% says we're going for Labour? They're not fucking Labour anyway. Fuck, we know bloody Tony blood on his hands Blair changed that, and this new guy Starmer, he's actually the little lapdog for Tony Blair. But is that actual democracy when 34% of the country that voted for Labour now govern the country? You get where I'm coming from. But, so let's just pause there, Gary. It's still me. Yes, pause there, Gary. In New Zealand, we have partial representation. Now, you don't like this guy, but just have a listen, all right? This is Tommy Robinson explaining partial representation in the UK. Reform would have a bigger representation in the Parliament if it wasn't for this first past the post. Have a listen.
Let me give you my quick views on last night's election, okay? So, the Liberal Democrats got 3.5 million votes and they got 70 MPs, or plus, yeah? Reform got 4 million votes and they got 4 MPs. You know, Reform got 4 MPs, everyone's celebrating. Islamists got 4 MPs. Islamists from Birmingham, Blackburn, they got 4 MPs yesterday, yeah? They outed Labour. 4 MPs, 4 pro-jihadist Islamist MPs in Parliament, okay? The same number as Reform, yeah? Because of the close-knit Muslim communities and how they can vote, yeah? What does this tell us about our political system? It tells us that it's rigged, yeah? It's totally rigged. You see, if we had proportional representation, then Reform would have got over 90 MPs. You'd have had a voice, lots of voices, because you deserve it. 4 million of you went out and voted, yeah? But you haven't, okay? You've got 4 MPs. Now, what Nigel needs to be doing is screaming about proportional representation, demanding this country has the same voting systems as most European nations, which is why they end up getting political representation for their views.
So, please do your research. Back to you, Gary. We're going to have a quick look. Labour. We've done the whole Sturmer bit. Conservatives, we know, total bunch of fucking assholes that are totally... Liz Truss, eh, Les? Liz Truss. She still does not understand she was a useless fucking bitch and she fucking drove the economy down. I'm going to have a look at a bit on the Reform and Nigel Farage. I was seriously disappointed with him personally, because I'm voted locally for my June, my local constituent. I can still vote because I still have a vested interest in the UK and I still hold a British passport. So, Reform, Nigel Farage. I watched live him when he, I'm going to say glutted how he was going to do this, that and the other, but he's going for the Labour Party. Then I suddenly look back at him with UKIP, with, I don't know, all sorts of fucking parties he's been in. This is his 8th attempt, he bragged, of getting in as an MP. And what did he have to say? Have a listen to this.
Simply an anti-conservative vote. This Labour government will be in trouble very quickly. We will now be targeting Labour votes. We're coming for Labour, be in no doubt about that. I want to thank the team that have helped me do this over the last few weeks, my fellow candidates for behaving as impeccably as they have. Believe me, folks, this is just the first
Oh, you bunch of snivelling degenerate, poovy, faggot-ridden, LSD-soaked, unwashed, filth-ridden, smelly breathed.
He's more interested in bringing down the Labour Party. Reform is reform. I know the country wants reform. They don't want all these illegal immigrants keep coming in, and when you've got all food banks and everything else, the list goes on forever. But to just say, we're going for Labour, I just starting to think through his speeches that he's just like stirring a pot, and then he laughs. You noticed? Now, you remember the last episode, you're going, oh, Gary, you were for him. What I'm for is the right party with the right people to do the right thing for the right part of for the people. And after that speech, I just thought, if you backtrack, he's just stirring it up. Don't you think? Hey, Les, do you think? Comment if you think I'm wrong. Fucking comment. I just think he's stirring it up. And to see all these stats here, I do my research. 14% of the country believe. I mean, I didn't even bother looking at how many votes he got or the party got. I think it was probably 6-7 million, which is then going to be a higher proportion than 14%, isn't it? I just don't like seeing someone who just stirs the pot, who isn't realistically going to serve his constituents. He's just in it to fucking mix it up. Now, I'm not doing any more on that. I'm done. Les, what are we going to have a look? Oh, food for thought. Yeah, we're going to have a look at food for thought. Stop the music. I ain't started yet. Food for thought. Now, oh, I broke my pen as well. Food for thought.
It's my bar of chocolates. Give it to me now. Here we go again.
Now, oh God. Hey, best of British, eh? That's my cushion. It's my cushion. Getting a bit flat, I have to say. Now, I haven't done these before. I get these on a Monday. I have a food beers. I do whatever I do, a bit of edit and a bit of this, and I have 2 packets of these. Right? I haven't really looked at them before. They've got 35 ingredients, and it's only right. This is predominantly potato. Yeah, it's potato. And it says 64% potato. These are potato chips. Do you know, I'm going to say in Food for Thought today, because we do the cancer thing through the carbohydrates, and the guy in a comment in the last episode said, "Where's my silver foil hat?" Are you fucking kidding me? Is your fucking head in that fucking sand, you fucking cunt? What the fuck? I always say do your research, don't I? I found out last week, another friend of mine, her husband's got cancer, he's terminally ill, he's going to be in hospice and die. That's 4 fucking people I fucking know that are dying from fucking cancer. And you think in these potato chips, which I won't fucking eat anymore, that they're not doing you harm. The highest second ingredient in it is fucking vegetable oil. We've done vegetable oil, have we not? We have to take our health into our own hands. Yeah, thank you, Liz. Just read the labels. Please, I say every fucking time, read the labels. If you don't understand what the ingredients are, you shouldn't be fucking eating them. Right, Les. We're going on to a new section. We're going to have a quick look at this advert that's been fucking me off for about 5-6 weeks. And it shows how low the advertising bar is when it comes to, you know, the organisation going, no, I don't think you can actually use that because that's actually not true. So we're going to have a look at some or misleading stuff. Coup graphics, Leslie, I have no idea what they are. It's Gary's false advertising section. Don't believe everything you see on TV, including me.
Introducing new Control GX for men, the first shampoo with a brain. What makes it so smart? It reduces gray the same way it grows in, gradually. The more you shampoo with Control GX, the less gray you have. Just use it until you like what you see. How smart is that? Gradually reduce gray with Control GX from Just for Men. The first shampoo with a brain.
Do you think that shampoo has a brain? Because if you do, you need to leave this little show right now. So it goes through the whole process. There should be rules against stuff like this in countries, shouldn't there? Where, hang on, has the shampoo got a brain? Of course it hasn't, but people aren't stupid enough to think it has. They do. People are fucking stupid, and some people, no, we're not, but people are stupid and they need protecting from this crap. It's basically a hair dye. Literally, it's nothing else but a hair dye. I did an advert on this one 34 years ago, taking the piss, and it's still around. Actually, Liz, my brother-in-law and I did an advert on this before there was even Hair Just for Men in my little bathroom. I should have actually done something with it and I'd be famous right now. Anyway, it's a fucking shampoo. It's got a bleachy hair dye in it. So when it says the more you use it, the more it's intelligent from the inside out and it helps you, it's a fucking hair dye. film review, Leslie, because I'm done with this fucking shit. And who was that fucking guy in a t-shirt similar to me at the beginning? You get where I'm coming from. You need to have a brain to have shampoo.
Holy, here we go again, that.
So I'm gonna revisit an old favourite of mine, Doctor Who. Yeah, the coloured gentleman, you know how we're talking about. So there's been real lots of mixed emotions when it comes to the latest Doctor. Now let's just think back on it. He is over 1,000 years old now. We've now got this young guy in his 20s portraying some, I don't know what the fuck he is, but he's obviously gay, because the second from last episode he fucking kissed another guy. Alright, Doctor Who experimenting and doing his stuff, yeah, fair enough, a little bit, but come on, gay as a fucking cum every day long in every fucking episode. He doesn't actually have, you know that he used to have a set uniform for each Doctor. This guy comes out of the TARDIS, and every time he comes out and he's in a gay fucking jumper, some loose this and some fucking knitted that with all the fucking colours of the rainbow on it. What the fuck? They've totally lost direction. You know why? Because it's mainly backed by fucking Disney. And you know Disney have gone all woke, and in the meantime Disney sacked its CEO because it went too woke. It lost a hell of a lot of subscribers. Right in the middle of that, we got Doctor Who. And in the last episode, he cried fucking 5 times. The Doctor does not fucking cry. He's 1,000 years old. Now, Matt Smith, you remember him? Another young Doctor? But he was a young Doctor with a certain amount of fucking maturity because they knew he's 1,000 years old. Oh, by the way, in Series 2, they practically dump the blonde girl and bring in an Indian girl. I'm over it. I know it's for kids, but it's not for kids as well. It carries on. You know it carries on. We can get away with all these fucking other Doctors, but this one totally fucking lost it. What a fucking wanker. I mean, his accent, it drops in and out of all sorts of fucking shit. His big fucking white teeth and everything. Oh my God, it's so fucking annoying. That even the writing was shit. Now, next one. Please have a look at the rise and fall of Boris Johnson. It's episode 2 to 3 out now. It's actually put together really well. I just slipped up earlier on when I said I was watching LBC. One of them was predominantly looks like she was a conservative. It was fucking Boris Johnson's fucking sister. What the fuck? Anyway. So, have a look at that, the rise and fall of Boris Johnson. Do you know why I like it? I mean, he's a complete cunt, we know that. It's these self-serving people. Look at the Conservative Party in episode 2 where they're all walking and lobbying and getting round each other and fucking up each other's with the brown noses. This isn't ever about you and me. This is about them manoeuvring into power. Boris Johnson didn't have a fucking clue what he wanted until the day he walked out that door when it came to the Brexit. Am I going to go pro-Brexit or not? Then he's got his mates who are backstabbing him. He's backstabbing them. They're all fucking brown. In real world like you and I, if we did that to each other, we wouldn't have any fucking friends. But these fucking cunts, they don't give a fuck. Self-serving fucking arseholes. Look at when they had the conference and that, what a blonde woman, she was in that fucking Celebrity Get Me Out of Here. She went years ago, I only come in here to show that us politicians are real people and we do actually care. And there she is all teary when Boris Johnson decided not to go in as Prime Minister. He was just manoeuvring ready. Have a look, it's good. And it shows how we're all being fucking conned constantly. These boys from university and some girls. just going on about it's all about me. And when they get in power, they then actually look like they're trying to get into the next step. I want to get in the cabinet, because they're interested in themselves. They're not actually talking about actually serving you and me. And it's the same the world over. So have a look at that. We need to do something else, Liz. Can we go into a little joke with my little South African friend? We haven't done my South African friend forever. And what has happened to our new producer? He's gone. It's just between me and Liz until we get a new producer. Because what we're going to do, I will just say now, we're going to do a live show one day. I just got to find out all the bits and pieces I need. We're going to do exactly what we do now, but it's going to be live. Literally live on YouTube. Alright, don't switch off yet. Come on, I ain't fucking finished. Let's do my South African friend, then we'll just sum up. Hello, my South African friend. Have you got a joke for me today?
Yeah, morning, Gary. I got a letter from a friend of mine the other day, and he said to me, every time I look at it, I've got burnt pizza, frozen beer, and my wife just fallen pregnant. So I wrote a reply letter to him. All I said was, you just don't know when to pull it out, mate.
Les, I didn't get the joke when I recorded it in the gym 2 weeks ago, and I've played it 3 times. I still don't get the joke. Oh, that's my South African. I like seeing my South African friend. Now, just to go back and recap, I'm not against Nigel Farage and a reform. I just think there should be reform, and reform in the political system 100% when you actually looked at the stats compared to what Lib Dems got. So they had less vote, yet they got more MPs than reform over the board. As I say, in New Zealand, we do have partial representation. It does work out a little bit fairer. Apart from the fucking Greens. My God! Not talking about the Greens in New Zealand. So I do get it, and I just think he needs to look more locally. I didn't mention Jeremy Corbyn. I just couldn't be bothered. Look, have a quick look at this. So that there, I mean, he gets back in. All right, the Labour Party fucked up by kicking him out, saying he was anti-Semitic and all this stuff, and he wasn't. And then it came out later he wasn't, but by then Sturman had got rid of him, or Sturm, or whatever his fucking face is. He ain't going to change nothing. He ain't going to get any better. Anyway, so with Corbyn, he then does this whole Palestinian fucking rally. What about fucking MPs for your fucking country? He's fucking head somewhere else. I know he's done good in his constituents, but why is it with our MPs in the UK that they have to look somewhere else? Look in your own fucking area, every one of them, alright? So, obviously with Doctor Who, you know, Mr. Gay Boy, they've lost the plot. I don't know if they're going to, after next series, the next one coming up, whether they bother, because the ratings have gone way, 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 way down. And then on Boris Johnson, come on. The guy shouldn't even have been there. It's all about manoeuvring and sliding around and slivering, isn't it? It's all this fucking greasy shit that sticks to them, and they're you get me? They're just disgusting people, all of them. His whole fucking family's disgusting. But then the whole political system is disgusting, isn't it? So that's it this week. Don't know when the next one's going to be, because I'm going to try and work on this live one eventually. I know I've mentioned it in... Don't switch off! So, that's it this week. I don't know how the ending's going to be right now, because I'm still working on this new format. I'm simplifying it, because it takes a little bit less time fucking around with traffic. Traffic? Graphics. I'm not going back to the beginning, Leslie, and we do need a new producer. We do need one. So have a good week this week, friends and family. Well, no, my family don't actually watch this, I have to say. Have a good one, and I will see you next time. Otherwise, I'll just keep dribbling on. Ta-tas. Subscribe now, motherfuckers.
Do you have a bad hairline like this? Then no more worries, because No Tears Just Hair is for you.
Apply a small amount of Just Hair to your scalp, massaging Just Hair gently into a lather, not forgetting those little embarrassing bits on the side, then gently wash out the lather with warm water.
So apply 5 times a day and you too can have a hairline like mine.
At all leading stockists, yes, you've guessed it, it's Just Hair for men.